We'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Blake Snell. What do we need to know here?
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
All right, ready to get underway.
Now
Yankees, it's going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Outside. Out. And this interleague matchup is underway. Just missed. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Hernandez makes the grab, one down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Jackson Merrill.
Well, he's one of the best on-base guys in the league right now. Top 5 in on-base percentage in the AL. Works a lot of deep counts. But what I love about it is that his teammates can feed off of those quality at-bats. And all of a sudden, that runs down the lineup. You get that pitcher out of a game a little bit earlier because...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 24th home run of the season. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. And Singy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Base is empty, one away. Now up as the Yankees DH, Juan Soto. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
It's always an exciting day at the ballpark when you have a pitcher as good as Blake Snell on the mound. I mean, this lineup is dealing with a 6'4" lefty that does a great job of missing bats and has a variety of pitches that can beat you.
That clips the corner.
Snell is tall, he can throw heat, and he's the type of pitcher that loves to throw his best stuff as much as possible, which includes a nasty curveball.
And that's in the dirt. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 away. It's Aaron Judge now.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
0-1's the count.
Judge with a couple of homers in his last game. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's a ball.
Ball.
That misses. Now 3-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Count is 3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here in L.A., and today on the hill, Garrett Cole. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
So dominant, only gave up one hit. And I know in the back of his mind, he's thinking about how close he came. But he's got to forget about that and focus on his opponent in this one.
Bottom of the first. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
First baseman,
Very humble guy. And, you know, on the field, off the field. And he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan. And that plan is hit the ball to left center field. Drive the ball that way and let it travel.
Yep. 1-1 now. Hit in the air, center field. Merrill has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call off a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Shohei Ohtani stands in now and watches strike 1. Ohtani mashed a couple of homers in his last game. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
That's a little bit low. Swing and a pop-up. Ramirez. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Second inning set to go. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-2. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Shortstop,
just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. He swings and fouls one off. In the air, center field. Outman under this one. 2 away.
Batting 7th, catcher Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees. Strike 1.
0-1.
Next
That's a
offering
ball.
upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
Goodness, I
One
think he
ball,
just took the
2
best
strikes.
pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That's down
Ball
and
2.
in.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
We
That
got
missed
full
by a
count.
lot. Ball 3. Jackson Merrill on deck for the Yankees. Outside,
Ball 4.
and that is ball 4.
First base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner
Batting
over at
eighth,
first base is
center
going to have a
fielder,
very
Jackson
aggressive secondary
Merrill.
lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Jackson Merrill in the box now. No balls and a strike. Merrill with a homer in his last game.
Hey, 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-2. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. The Yanks lead 1, but they lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the
Leading
last half of the
off for
inning.
the
Here comes
Dodgers,
Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Cole back to work. Muncy matched a homer in his last game. On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first. They get the out on Muncy.
Batting 5th, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. And it's 1-1.
You know, we usually talk about bigger
ball,
numbers
one
when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers.
One
He's
ball,
putting himself
2
in
strikes.
great company.
One down, base is empty.
That's ball 2. 2-2 to count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Will Smith to the plate. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Fastball for a strike. That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Doyle makes the grab, and that's the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at the
Leading
ballpark,
off for
coming
the
off a
Yankees,
series where
left
they were
fielder,
red
Ricky
hot at
Doyle.
the plate, and a look at the numbers. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That's off the mark. Full count, 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full
Now
count,
batting,
but I guess he saw it really well.
Chisholm
It's a really
Jr.
nice plate appearance.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. Chisholm bats left, throws right, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300. Runner takes off. That's to third. Muncy sends it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
What a stop. Fires to first. There's one. Caught in a rundown now. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Yankees 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
And here comes
off for
Tommy
the Dodgers,
Edman.
right fielder, Tommy Edman.
There's the strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, at that velocity,
No
if that's
ball,
all
two
you're
strikes.
seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Tosses to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Batting 8th, center fielder, James Outman.
And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. 3 hits in the ball game on Wednesday. That pitch gets the corner. Strike one. Top of the zone for a called strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Chisholm makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting 9th, second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Here comes Chris Taylor. And a foul ball. 2 outs. And a foul ball. The wind to kick the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Chisholm handles, throws to first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. 9 straight retired here to start the game. Yankees 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check
for
out the latest
Yankees,
news from
the
around the
designated
league.
hitter, Juan Soto.
And that one a little below the knees. Ball one. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Breaking ball misses down and away.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus
Now
on the mound
batting,
right there.
right
Pretty much
fielder,
gifted in
Aaron
first base
Judge.
with a quick free pass.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
That's out.
Soto gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Check swing, and he went. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Snellzilla picks up the strikeout. And now it's Bryce
Now
Harper
batting,
to the plate.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Hit on the ground might be two. There's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Yankees 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back. Let's check
Leading
out what's
off
been
for the
happening of late.
Dodgers,
Really been
first
playing well.
baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough
One
where
ball, one strike.
you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at-bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch
Now
locations.
batting,
Every single
shortstop,
one of them on the
Mookie
edges of the strike
Betts.
zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Fouled off left side. The Dodgers yet to pick up a hit here. And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. First time up was a pop out. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Left field. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for the
pitcher's duel
Yankees,
so far. Here's how the
shortstop
starters have
Francisco
performed up to this
Lindor.
point. Snell back to work. Way
Counts
upstairs, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues
Now
with
batting
control.
catcher,
Now the
Yainer
catcher
Diaz.
up to hit. Yainer Diaz worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Lindor on the move. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Lindor gets his lead at first with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. And that one fouled off. Runner on the move again. In the air, right side. Edman in position. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's going to be Jackson Merrill. Struck out swinging his first time. Lindor on the move. The throw in. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Everything came together
Now
for
batting,
him. It
left
sounded
fielder,
different than most
Bridget
hits coming
Doyle.
off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
2 on, 1 out. Brenton Doyle getting ready to hit. He reached out a walk his first time. Runner on the go. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly. It's 2-0.
Well, those
Now
can be
batting,
pretty fun as an
second
outfielder.
baseman,
Got to
Jazz
put it into
Chisholm.
his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Steps on the bag for the force, and that'll do it. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Muncy
Dodgers,
digs in.
third baseman, Max Muncy.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Ramirez sizes this one up, has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder,
And now
Teoscar
Teoscar Hernandez. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
Ball 1.
Just missed. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
1 strike.
And that clips the inside corner. One out, base is empty.
Down.
Center field. Merrill sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Will.
The batter now
Smith.
will be Will Smith. Fly to left his first time. Ripped to short. Lindor on to first. And they get the out on Smith. And that is that. Dodgers down in order. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back,
the Dodgers.
and they make a change to start the
Number
sixth.
52.
The new pitcher, Charlie Morton.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Here's Jose
Leading off
Ramirez.
for the Yankees,
He's already homered
third
here in this
baseman,
one.
Jose Ramirez.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now it's Juan Soto. He is struck out, and he is walked. Now a fly ball to right center. Outman moving under this one. He's got it, and there's one down. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Now batting, right fielder Aaron
Here
Judge.
comes Aaron Judge.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia up and loosening in the pen. Bonda warming up as well. Yankees up by 3. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
We got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Next pitch way upstairs. Breaking ball misses down and away. That's ball
Take your
4.
base, ball
Tried
4.
another fastball, but missed the spot.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to
Now
help him out
batting,
and make a
the
call
first
with that
baseman,
last pitch,
Bryce
but neither
Harper.
happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Harper, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Outside
Ball 1.
low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He
Now
saved extra
shortstop,
bases for sure. If
Francisco
the pitcher's his friend,
Lindor.
he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. He's 0 for 1. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it hits the fence. Here comes the judge around third. The relay now tries to get back, but they got him. And a bad mistake there ends the inning.
Tremendous job of getting set up behind and underneath this ball to come through with full momentum. A strike thrown to third base. That'll end the inning, and the dugout is fired up.
Back here at Chavez
Leading
Ravine,
off for
John
the
Shelby with
Dodgers,
Chris Singleton in the
right
booth,
fielder,
and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Tommy Edman. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, there's a
Now
3-pitch
batting,
strikeout.
center
He can do
fielder,
whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
James Outman.
So digging in, James Outman. 0 for 1 so far. There's a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Cole ready to fire now. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Chris Taylor. Now a pop-up on the infield. Chisholm should have this one. But the first baseman gets there instead. And the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back as
Leading
we
off
take a look
for
at
the
their upcoming
Yankees,
schedule.
Catcher Yainer Diaz.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Morton, multi-time All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Outman on his way over. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, center
And up
fielder
next for New York,
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill. 1 for 2.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And that's
That's a ball.
downstairs and outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
1 ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging.
Well, just a little cut fastball on the inside part of the plate
Now
and
batting
couldn't get
left
the barrel
fielder,
to it at
Britton
all.
Doyle.
Just kind of tied him up there right under the hands. Tells me he's probably looking soft away and just wasn't able to adjust.
Doyle up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball one. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just missed. Next offering way off the plate. Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting to hit for the Yankees. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Outman settles under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back as
Leading
we take
off
a
for
peek
the
at the starting
Dodgers,
pitching so
first
far this year.
baseman, Freddie Freeman.
That one
Outside, that's the
misses.
ball.
1-0. Check swing on a 1-0. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own, and one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Now
That's a
batting,
huge defensive play in the late stages of the
Mookie
game. It
Betts.
might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Fought off foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today,
Shohei
economical with the pitch
Ohtani.
count.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Fastball for a strike.
I really like how he's
0-1.
been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Yankees 3 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back,
Dodgers.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
51.
Alex Vesia. He
Alex
last pitched 2 days ago.
Vesia.
Now it's the second
Leading off
baseman,
for the
Jazz
Yankees,
Chisholm Jr.
Second baseman,
0 for
Jazz
3 in this
Chisholm
one.
Jr.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just blown away in that
Now
at bat.
batting,
3
third
fastballs,
baseman,
all
Shohei
strikes.
Ramirez.
He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
So up next, Jose Ramirez. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
That
That's the
misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Outman on the move. 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Juan Soto. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the 8th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Leading off, Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Cole back to work. Just missed. Cole into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Next pitch is outside. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ballgame.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Muncy stands at second with no outs. And 1-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Fly ball down the line. And it gets by him. Muncy around third, still able to fire over, but it's offline. In there safely.
Picks himself up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Fouled off. He was late.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ball 1 there.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Tying run at the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And next for L.A., James Outman. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. In the air, right field. Judge sizes this one up. Makes the grab. And the inning is over. Run scoring triple here for the Dodgers. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Anthony Banda.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here is Aaron Judge. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Banda measures 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. And now he's fallen behind Judge. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
And now here is Harper. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance. But if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
0-2.
Judge aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Francisco Lindor. That one inside. Look out. Man at first, one away. And now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. They say you win. That one off the mark. And now 3-2.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And next for New York, Yainer Diaz. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Hitting the air out to center field. Outman sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And that's the third out. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 1. Back here in
Leading
LA,
off
we
for
head to the bottom of the
Dodgers,
ninth. And at the
second
plate for the
baseman,
Dodgers, Chris Taylor. So they turn to their closer, Mason Miller.
Now
Well, the best
pitching for
relievers
New York,
love the opportunity to
Number
come in and
19,
protect a tight lead late in the
Mason
ball
Miller.
game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. That one is gone. A solo shot. It's 3-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Back to the top of the order now. Next to the dish is Freddie. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Next offering upstairs.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And that's too high.
All right, so in this at bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way.
Throws across the diamond, and Freeman is retired.
That's why you hunt the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
He's 2 outs away. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard
Now
out of the
batting,
zone, and he just couldn't
designated
hold up the
hitter,
swing.
Shohei
You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really
Ohtani.
hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Ohtani, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
And another ball.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
2 balls, 1
Two
strike.
down, nobody on. And it's fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Pitch misses. Full count now.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long